All right, I got to do this one. This is by our buddy, the pseudonymous author Tyler Durden, who is actually a mainstream media pundit somewhere. This is off the Zero Hedge website. So this is off of a couple different media reports here. All right, so Dr. Anthony Fauci was smuggled into CIA headquarters, quote, without any record of entry, where he participated in the analysis to influence the agency's corona investigation, according to the House Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic. So, uh, new allegations: CIA secretly escorted Fauci into agency headquarters to influence its corona investigation. Fauci's alleged CIA meeting was revealed in a Tuesday night letter from Senate subcommittee or the subcommittee chairman Brad Winstrup to the Inspector General of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, which demands documents, communications, and other evidence between Fauci and the CIA. What difference does it make to the CIA whether the pandemic originated at a Chinese lab or in nature? Now, same questions for Fauci. This allegation is even more interesting in light of a report from 2 weeks ago that the CIA bribed analysts to say corona did not originate in a Chinese lab. According to a senior level CIA whistleblower, the agency tried to pay off 6 analysts who found SARS-CoV-2 likely originated in a Wuhan lab if they changed their position and said the virus jumped from animals to humans. How much was the bribe? According to the whistleblower, or at the end of its review, 6 of the 7 members of the team believed the intelligence and science were sufficient to make a low confidence assessment that the corona originated from a laboratory in Wuhan, China, reads the letter from Winstrup. The 7th member of the team, who also happened to be the most senior, was the lone officer to believe corona originated through zoonosis. The whistleblower further contends that to come to the eventual public determination of uncertainty, the other 6 members were given a significant monetary incentive to change their position, the letters continue, adding that the analysts were experienced officers with significant scientific expertise. Winstrup and Trump also asked for documents and communications between the CIA and other federal agencies, including the State Department, FBI, Department of Health and Human Services, and the Energy Department. In a separate letter, the House committee leaders identified former CIA Chief Operating Officer Andrew Markridis as having played a central role in the corona investigation and asked him to sit for the transcribed interviews, according to the New York Post. In June, the U.S. intelligence community declassified a 10-page report on the corona origins, which it found biosafety concerns and genetic engineering taking place in Wuhan, but most of its agencies and assess that SARS-CoV-2 was not genetically engineered, except we know that it was. As the committee noted on Tuesday, Dr. Fauci's questionable presence at the CIA, coupled with recently uncovered evidence that Dr. Fauci, prompted the drafting of Proximal Origin and the infamous paper that was used to attempt to disprove the lab leak theory, lends credence to highlighted concerns about the promotion of false corona origins made narrative by multiple federal government agencies. Chairman Winstrup is seeking all documents and communications related to Dr. Fauci's access to CIA facilities and CIA employees as it relates to these allegations. Also, after becoming aware of additional information, the Select Subcommittee is requesting Special Agent Brett Rowland appear for a transcribed interview regarding Dr. Fauci's purported movements to and from the CIA, as mounting evidence continues to imply that federal government officials covered up the origins of the corona investigation. Investigating any improper influence will ensure future accountability of not only the intelligence community but also public health officials. Amazing. So as long as Fauci was just all along, Fauci was just a patsy for the deep state's involvement in the creation of a weaponized virus using the Chinese biolab funded by the U.S. government. Case closed. I mean, it is pretty obvious where we're going with this. And I mean, we knew they lied from the outset. All of it was lies. And we knew that. I mean, they started off saying that the masks, they admitted, oh, masks don't work. You don't need to wear masks. And then like, wear the mask, even if it doesn't work. Cloth masks will work. And then Fauci's like, wear 2 masks. If you wear 2 masks, it'll definitely work for sure. And then get your shots, then get your booster, and just keep going. We're going to do the 2 Shapiro rule. We're going to pretend that if you just stand 6 feet apart from each other, somehow that's going to matter when you can send particulates 30 plus feet when you sneeze. Now, and forget about the fact that nobody once told you wear goggles. It can get in your eyes, and if you touch your eyes, which people do all the time, you're going to get the virus. Did anybody ever tell you once, eat healthy food, drink only water, exercise, consume zinc and copper or zinc and magnesium so that you can have zinc inside of your cells, which helps inhibit virus growth, especially enveloped viruses like the coronavirus. So, did they do that? No. Did they tell you to wear your mask and not take it off? Don't put it in your pocket. Don't put it in your car. Don't put it in your glove box. Don't touch your dirty hands. The moment you touch that mask with your dirty hands, you've got particulates on there that you are breathing in. And, let's say you take that mask off, you put it inside your pocket. Now it's got a bunch of stuff on the inside that you are breathing in. So you're making yourself sicker is what ends up happening as a result of this. And of course, we know that all of this comes from lie after lie from a guy who tortured dogs just for the fun of it. And remember, this is the guy that denied people the right to try a drug that would have saved their lives during the AIDS pandemic as it started. And he lied about that too. This man has no credibility whatsoever, but somehow is allowed to be in government for 30 plus years. You want to talk about what the entrenched bureaucracy, the so-called deep state really is? That's what it is. It's people that have been in government for decades on end. They have no accountability whatsoever to anyone. They get to do basically whatever they want. They lie repeatedly, and then Fauci is one of the highest paid public servants in existence. He's retiring with huge benefits. So this man was engaged in wanton criminality, has tens of thousands of bodies on his head, and is allowed to retire with honors. This is America.